All right, let's talk about a mystery that I think almost everyone has run into at some point. You know that feeling when a connection is amazing, it's electric, and then poof, it just disappears. We're going to get into why that happens. I mean, you've been there, right? You meet someone and the sparks are flying. She's all in, texting you first, laughing at your jokes, making plans. And then it starts. The replies get a little bit slower, a little shorter. And before you know it, it's just radio silence. You're left wondering, what on earth just happened? Why did that fire just completely burn out? Okay, so let's get right into it. There is one huge, fatal error at the heart of this. It's a specific, critical mistake that seems to completely derail everything. Right at that moment, you start to feel her pulling away. And get this isn't some rare mistake that only a few guys make. We're talking about a predictable, almost universal reaction that something like 99% of men fall into in this exact situation. It's almost a reflex. So picture this. You feel the shift. The vibe is just different. She's not as chatty, not as available. She's a little distant. And right away, your brain just goes into overdrive trying to figure out what you did wrong. And bam, there it is, the fatal error. Your gut instinct screams at you to close that distance. So you text more, you call, you ask, hey, is everything okay? You try to lock down the next date, looking for any sign that you're still good. You, in short, panic. And that panic, that is the very thing that pushes her away for good. So why? Why is chasing such a catastrophic mistake? Well, to get that, we have to look under the hood a little bit. Let's get into the actual psychology that's running the show here. You see, the moment you start to really like her, your whole vibe can flip on a dime. You go from being this cool, relaxed guy to someone who absolutely needs her validation. Her quick texts become your source of happiness, and she can feel that your world is suddenly starting to revolve around her, and that you've put her way up on a pedestal. And this triggers a really deep, primal instinct. When you put a woman on a pedestal, you are nonverbally telling her that you think she's above you. You see her as higher value. And subconsciously, that can be a massive turnoff. Attraction is often wired to seek an equal or someone of a higher perceived status. By putting her up there, you've basically taken yourself out of the running. And this gets to a really crucial point about attraction. You'll hear all the time that women want confidence. But confidence is just the tip of the iceberg. It's the symptom. The real engine of attraction is competence. See, anyone can fake confidence for a little while. But true, deep, unshakable confidence, that's not faked. It's earned. It's a byproduct of being good at what you do, of building a life you're proud of. That substance is what she's actually drawn to. So if that's the trap, how do you avoid it? How do you actually demonstrate that core competence we're talking about? Well, there's an antidote. And it's not a bunch of tricks or lines. It's a fundamental mindset shift that's broken down into 4 keys. And here they are. Number 1, your agenda comes first. 2, you gotta master emotional regulation. 3, show interest, not desperation. And number 4, cultivate a bit of natural mystery. Let's break down what these actually look like in the real world. Okay, key number 1 is the foundation for everything else. Your mission, your purpose, your goals in life, that's the priority. A woman, no matter how amazing, is invited to join you on your journey. She doesn't become the journey. Your life has a direction with or without her. And there's this fantastic real-world story that just perfectly illustrates this. It involves the host's wife back when they were first dating. He was running a big conference and had invited her to come help out, which meant she'd need to be there on very specific days. But she came back and tried to change the dates to fit her schedule better. And his response was so simple, it's brilliant. He didn't argue, he didn't try to persuade her. He just said, perfect, don't worry about it. That's it. The subtext was crystal clear. That's a shame, but if you can't make it, I'll just find someone else. He was totally okay with losing the opportunity. So what happened? Well, she later told him that his simple, unbothered response sent her mind reeling. She immediately assumed he had another woman lined up to take her place. His total willingness to let her go instantly sparked her fear of losing him. So, what did she do? She frantically rearranged her entire business schedule to make his original dates work. And you can see how this ties into the other keys, right? Emotional regulation comes from having options, so one person flaking doesn't ruin your week. Controlled interest is about showing I'm interested in getting to know you, not I need you to complete me. And natural mystery, that's just not putting all your cards on the table at once. You leave some things for her to be curious about.
And when you really look at all four of these keys, you start to see that they're all just different expressions of one single, incredibly powerful principle, the thing that truly governs this whole dynamic.
And here it is, the bottom line. In any situation, business or romance, if you are not genuinely willing to get up and walk away from the table, you don't have any power. You're not negotiating for a relationship, you're begging for one. Which brings us to our final takeaway, and it's a stark one. It really sums this whole thing up. At its core, attraction needs a little bit of tension, a little bit of a healthy fear of loss to survive. Because without that, the motivation to value you, to invest in you, and to want to keep you, it's just not there. Definitely something to think about.